event is a fundraiser for the Center for Sex and Culture, and you know, it's especially a kind of a big time because the center's moving. We found a new space. It's like a huge fucking giant, like it's a former church, former gambling hall. It's across the street from Counterpulse on Mission near 9th. It's a huge fucking space. They can do amazing, amazing events there. And you know, it's like almost as big as this room, I think. And like the whole floor turns into a jacuzzi, and like without any warning, you'll just be walking around like, and like the jacuzzi is full of bubbles that turn into like dildos, and also like into little bubble fairies that like recite sex information at you, and it's pretty fucking awesome. I mean, and they're gonna turn, it's a huge building, they're gonna turn the whole building into like this kind of electromagnetic like energy thing that turns like sexual repression into electricity, and it's gonna like power all the iPads in the city, and like you know, and actually seriously, you know, at this time when they're trying to kill Planned Parenthood and take away our health care and all that other shit, yeah, I was gonna try and think of something funny to say about that, but I just couldn't. And like, but at a time like that, you might think that like, you know, teaching us to have a sane attitude to sexuality is, you know, it's a luxury, it's wasteful or whatever, but I really don't believe that. I think that, you know, a lot of our problems have to do with people like needing to have a fucking orgasm. And yeah, and like, you know, you know, and sexual awareness is a form of healthcare. And like, you know, maybe if the people who are trying to take away our basic amenities would have a fucking orgasm, you know, they would actually like, have more respect for humanity. And you know, a lot of us don't really appreciate, we're used to having the Center for Sex and Culture around, so we don't even appreciate what they do for us. But like, for example, like a couple weeks ago, when that army of like vampire popes that came down to the city and just started like kind of fucking sweeping through the city and like, you know, biting the shit out of anybody who they thought was like a sex pervert. Vampire popes are the worst. It turns out, you probably already know this, but none of the old popes are dead. They're all vampires. And like, Pope Joan, I thought Pope Joan would be cool because she was like the one chick pope, but she's like the meanest of all. She's like the bitiest. She's like, she'll just like bite you just for looking at her. She's like, I don't know, Pope Joan, man, she's the worst. So like, you know, the Center for Sex and Culture had to send out a whole like sex ninja squad to deal with the vampire popes, and it got pretty hairy. And like yesterday when the BART trains were closed down, that was due to like. See, you know what I'm talking about. That was due to like this buildup of sex negativity around Embarcadero and the financial district. It was just like shutting everything down, and they had to like send some sex educators out to like fucking get the trains moving again. And you know, we don't even appreciate it because we just take it for granted. And I was scared of whoever that was. Before they come up here, but and you know, so anyway, what I'm saying is, Center for Sex and Culture, tonight's a fundraiser for them. You can donate. They need money for the move. It's going to be a really expensive move. You can donate at their website, sexandculture.org, but also any dollar you give at the door goes directly to them. If you buy magazines at the door, that goes directly to them. We have no overhead. All the money we get tonight goes to them. So if you feel like kicking in a few more bucks tonight, that would be awesome.